What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve.
I'm Lindsay.
Today we're going to be reacting to 10 of the toughest theory test questions. This is something that I've been wanting to check out for quite some time now. Although I've done a number of different topics when it comes to driving in the UK, one of those topics that I've never touched on are actual questions within the theory test itself.
Really?
No. Although I know what a theory test is.
Is it basically like the written part of the
Pretty much.
test?
You have three different main parts of getting a driver's license. You have the theory test.
In the UK.
Yeah, in the UK. You have the theory test. You have the actual driving itself. And then you have, I believe it's called the perception test, if I'm not mistaken. The theory test is what you expect. You know, like kind of like we would have.
The equivalent of our...
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I'm sure it's different in a lot of ways.
Yeah, probably.
What are some of these questions that they actually have to pass in order to get their license?
During the theory test, you will be asked to answer 50 multiple choice questions
50?
and complete the hazard perception test.
Wow.
I don't know
The
how many
multiple
hours
choice questions are based on the knowledge you will need to drive safely and are all taken from the recommended reading. You may think that the questions you will be asked are about the rules of the road and traffic signs only. This is not the case. The theory test also checks your understanding of driving skills as well as other knowledge you may need, such as first aid and basic car maintenance. Let's get started with our 10 toughest questions. Good luck. Unbalanced wheels on a car may cause.
Unbalanced wheels on a car may cause. You know, it's interesting. I would say the first two, honestly.
I know, I would think that too.
But I'm guessing they're going to say A.
The answer is
What?
B. The steering.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense, like I said, but like...
I would think more like
what do they mean by unbalanced?
I don't know.
So
I don't know what they're based on.
I'm not really sure exactly if we're coming from this question from the same, like what unbalanced means.
Right.
Maybe they're using unbalanced to describe something different from what we're thinking of as unbalanced.
Highways Agency traffic officers.
I don't know what that is, first of all.
Highway agency traffic officers.
Is that basically like our state police, maybe?
That's what I was thinking.
They deal with like highways.
You guys wouldn't have what we would call a state trooper.
Right.
Like that would be the state police.
Highways Agency traffic officers. I just want to say this is extra hard when you don't know the lingo or like what the terms mean.
Right, yeah, it is. I don't really know exactly what a highway agency traffic officer is, but I'm going to say it's kind of like our state troopers. That's what I'm guessing.
Probably not with as much authority.
I believe they have more than C. I think they have some enforcement power, probably. Can do mock checks. I don't think that would be the case. It's one of those first two, I think.
All right.
You want to go A?
Yeah.
Let's go A.
The correct answer is C. They have no enforcement powers.
Then why are you calling him an officer?
You will often find Highways Agency traffic officers and their vehicles on motorways. Their primary job is to help keep traffic flowing smoothly by managing incident-related congestion, coordinating emergency services, and assisting any motorists that have broken down.
Wow, that is so interesting.
Yeah, it is.
You guys have like a specific
to help you in case of accident
that's
or
just out patrolling the roadways.
Here, I think that would basically be our state troopers that would do that. But
like it would just be law enforcement.
Their main thing is just to give you tickets.
Yeah.
That's all they do, really. Generally speaking, they'll help you. You know, if something's going on, if there's an accident, they're going to be part of guiding traffic around. You know, they're going to do all those sorts of things that I'm guessing these guys do. I know in North Carolina, part of the actual state, not part of the state troopers, but working for the state themselves, like the Department of Transportation, I believe. They actually have these guys that go around in trucks that if someone needs a jump or whatnot, they can call them if they're within range.
Really?
Yeah, I've never used them before, but so that might be something similar to them. Okay. I don't know. Let us know in the comments, guys. First time I ever heard about these guys.
Do you see these people very often? Like,
yeah.
Is it a super...
Sounds like it. Pretty regular.
Prevalent thing?
Yeah.
You've broken down on a motorway. In which direction should you walk to find the nearest emergency telephone?
Well, I know here you're supposed to walk against traffic.
Yeah, you want to face oncoming traffic here. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say B. I'm going to say the same way. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's self-explanatory that you would want to go to the nearest exit if you're like you know, if you're on a motorway, I would guess. It would either be B or D, I'm guessing.
The answer is C.
Are you kidding me?
Of course you guys have marker posts to show which direction to walk.
Are you kidding me? I don't even know what a marker post is. I mean, I guess I kind of get what it probably is, but I don't really understand exactly what it is.
Along the side of the motorway, there are marker posts placed every 100 metres.
11-7B?
They show the distance along the motorway and where the nearest emergency telephone is. If your mobile phone isn't working, the arrow on the side of the post will direct you to the nearest emergency telephone so you can get help as quickly as possible.
Wow.
Wait. An emergency telephone.
Oh, that's true.
Do you guys have like call boxes for emergency purposes? That's pretty cool.
Now we have that along like, you'll see that along like the Riverwalk, for example.
Yeah, like that'll call your local police department.
Right, just press a button.
But not on the interstate.
Not on the interstate, no.
Used to, it would have payphones, but now you can't.
But you wouldn't have those on the interstate.
No, that's so cool.
That is cool.
A casualty isn't breathing properly and needs chest compressions. At what rate should you press down and release on the centre of their chest?
Oh, man. A casualty isn't breathing properly and needs chest compressions. At what rate should you press down and release on the center of their chest?
I've taken first aid forever ago.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess C, 60 times a minute, because that's like once per second.
We probably need chest compression. At what rate should you press down and release on the center of their chest? 240 times per minute.
Yeah.
120 times per minute. That's 2 times a second.
10 seems really slow.
See, that's once every 6 seconds. It could be C. Oh.
I don't know.
The correct answer is B, 120 times per minute.
Oh man, that's fast.
Wow.
The NHS recommended method for giving CPR to a person that isn't breathing is to compress their chest at a rate of 100 to 120 times a minute. Basic first aid skills are tested as part of the theory test, as they might be needed to save someone's life one day.
I guess that makes sense if you're trying to like jumpstart somebody and like get them breathing.
That's true. Or 120 times a minute. That I was thinking in my head. I'm like thinking like that many.
All right, 120.
120. Got it. All right.
You are about to go down a steep hill. What should you do to control the speed of your vehicle?
You're about to go down a steep hill. What would you do to control the speed of your vehicle? Well, we don't really use automatics here very much. I mean,
we don't
generally use manuals.
I grew up.
I mean, some people do, but it's more common to have an automatic.
Right. I grew up like I had both automatic and manual growing up, but let's see. My first truck was a manual. One of my second car was a manual. I learned driving a manual and automatic.
Here it seems much more common for guys to drive.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing. Here in the U.S., they rarely make manuals anymore. It'd be C, I believe. Select the low gear and use the brakes carefully.
Yeah, I'd definitely say low gear.
Yeah, but low gear is definitely.
Avoid using.
I mean, obviously you can't avoid using the brakes. You can limit your use of brakes, which you would want to do, to a certain extent, but to avoid heating up your brakes if you're on a steep hill. But select a low gear and use the brakes carefully. Yes!
The answer is C.
Hallelujah! 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 Man, I was going to be so frustrated if we didn't get that one right, because I'm like,
I know.
Because I was like, there's no way it's in any of the others.
This one's a pretty universal.
Yeah, this is something that we would learn in our driving test, right? But let me say this, guys. Like I said, our experience with driving tests could be completely different from pretty much almost anybody else in the U.S. if they're from a different state.
That's true. Different states have different.
And also, if you think of someone like me going through that like many, many, many years ago compared to someone who's 20 years ago, 20 years old that just did it in the last few years.
Yeah.
It might look completely different now for all I know. I have no idea. But yeah.
At a puffin crossing, which colour follows the green signal?
Puffin crossing. Things you would never hear.
Okay.
Before.
I know what a zebra crossing
A
is.
puffin is a bird.
Yeah. And I know they have a few different types of crossing. Like they have the zebra crossing, the puffin crossing, and I think there's some others. But
Did you say zebra?
yeah, zebra crossing. Yeah.
Wait. I thought we were talking about like an Animal Crossing.
Oh, wait. Is it? Okay, I have no idea, guys. I think...
Wait, what is a zebra crossing?
I think the puffin crossing is talking about a particular type of crossing and not an animal crossing. It's like how we would describe like a crosswalk, for example, or like
Why is it called a puffin crossing, though? That's confusing.
Don't know. Flashing amber? This is a guess.
Okay,
I have no idea.
Guess. We're going with B.
All right, B.
The answer is C, steady amber.
Steady amber.
So is that like a stoplight? Oh yeah, it's going to
Puffin
tell us.
crossings have infrared sensors that detect when pedestrians are crossing and hold the red traffic signal until the crossing is clear. The use of a sensor means there's no flashing amber light as used on a pelican crossing. Pedestrian crossing questions are among the most failed theory test questions, so it is important to learn how they work and what they are called.
Okay.
Why are they called animal names?
There's a
That's really
puffin,
confusing.
a pelican, a zebra. What other animal names do you call crossings? And I still don't really know what a puffin crossing looks like, but
Is it just a stoplight? That's what it looked like to me.
I don't know.
But for pedestrian crossing? I don't know.
All right, hold on, guys. We're going to look at what a puffin crossing is. A puffin crossing is a type of pedestrian crossing used in the UK that's designed to make crossing the road safer and easier. The main difference between a puffin crossing and a pelican crossing is that the signals for pedestrians are on the same side of the road as the pedestrian rather than across the road. I have no idea, guys. If you have a better explanation to explain exactly what a puffin crossing may be, what it looks like, let us know in the comments, guys. This is something I'd like to look into. The pelican crossing, the puffin crossing, zebra crossing, and the other crossings.
Not, you can't infer it from the name.
Right.
So
here in the U.S., I don't know of any other crossing other than like just a crosswalk.
Yeah.
Like
pedestrian crossing.
Pedestrian crossing. It would be the same thing. So that's definitely different from here. So, I mean, no wonder we didn't know what that one was because I have no idea about those types of crossings.
What does this signal from a police officer mean to oncoming traffic?
Oncoming traffic?
Oncoming traffic. So it would be, let's see, she's
if you're oncoming, they're telling you to
turn
stop.
left. I'm coming down the road and she's in the middle of the road and is like,
saying
stop. And there's
stop, turn left.
Top, turn left. That's what it looks like.
But our right.
It would be her left arm, but
our right.
Our right. So it would always be on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What do you think? D, turn right?
Yeah. Right.
All right. Turn right.
The answer is B.
Stop.
Well, then you would just say,
yeah, like
why you put your hand out to turn?
What's the other arm for?
Come on now.
Like here, that would basically be, look, I want you to turn.
Yeah, like stop, we're going this way.
Yeah.
Like a detour.
Yeah, that would be the detour signal. Stop.
Oh gosh, we'd get in trouble.
Oh my goodness.
We'd be getting all kinds of tickets.
Wow. It's so different.
It really is.
This is so different. And it's like, if I saw a police officer doing that, I would obviously not go forward. I know they're saying stop.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't really get in trouble unless we just started turning right on a road. Obviously, and if there was no place to turn, we'd obviously know, okay, well, they're stopping us. That would be an obvious thing.
I just don't understand why you have your arm out to the side if you're not indicating to turn.
I think that's a trick question for a lot of people because obviously I think this is probably the universal sign for stop. Everybody knows that, right? But the arm out tricks people into thinking something else is going on.
A lot of people confuse this with the signal to turn right only, but in fact it is a signal for traffic in front and from behind the officer.
Oh. so that she can only face one direction at a time. So she's got her hand up facing you, stop. And then the people behind her on the other lane, she's got her arm out saying stop.
I have to say.
No crossing. But do you get that? I get that now.
I get it, but it's a little misleading.
That makes a lot of sense, right? It really does. But if I'm trying to stop both things of traffic, I just need a big sign that says stop on both sides.
Yeah, that could solve a lot of confusion.
But no, that makes sense now. I get it. I see it.
But I've never seen any like police officer here do that.
No.
So I don't know if we do that here too,
I think I've seen them like get kind of straddled in the middle of the road and kind of hold
like
both ways and do like that. That I think I've seen, but all right, well that's good to know.
You are braking on a wet road. Your vehicle begins to skid. It does not have anti-lock brakes. What is the first thing you should do?
Okay, wait. Don't.
I love the first answer.
That baby around. What is the first thing you should do?
You're definitely not going to pull the handbrake in.
What is the foot brake?
I'm definitely not going to push down on the brake pedal harder.
What's the foot brake?
I mean, isn't that just the brake pedal?
No, they would say brake pedal. Release the foot brake.
The wording is just so different from like how we would describe things here. I mean, I'm releasing the brake, right? I'm releasing the foot brake. Well, I'm releasing that thing.
Just make it up. Maybe.
No, the foot brake is the brake you're pressing. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why they've separated that. But like, what else could it be? What's the difference between the brake pedal and the foot brake? I mean, think about. Oh, hold on. You got a handbrake, you got a foot brake, you got a brake pedal, and you got an accelerator. I mean, I'm thinking the foot brake and the brake pedal should be the same thing.
You're braking on a wet road.
Yeah.
Your vehicle just. Anti-lock brake.
I'm going B, man.
But let's go with it.
All right.
It must be that one.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh.
The answer is B.
All right. Yay.
Thank you.
Yay. Maybe now we'll find out what a foot brake is.
I mean, I knew that right away, but I'm thinking, okay, why are they separating brake pedal and foot brake?
It's not a brake pedal. It can't be.
No, why is the word separated here? Is it just trying to trick them? Is that what it is? Is they're trying to trick people?
I guess we're gonna find out.
Like foot brake and brake pedal, and then people are like having this whole conversation like we're having here.
You are waiting in a traffic queue at night. To avoid dazzling following drivers, you should...
Wait.
To avoid dazzling. I think I mean like, getting your lights in their eyes.
Oh, yeah, okay. You are waiting in a traffic queue at night.
Wait, what is dazzling?
Dazzling. I thought you just said you knew what it was.
Other things.
Wait.
Switch off your headlights.
To avoid dazzling following drivers, you should... Wait, what?
What does dazzling mean? I just assumed it was like brightness of your headlight.
I'm sitting there. Okay, so you are waiting in a traffic queue at night. So we're waiting in a line, waiting in a traffic jam.
And you know how people come up behind you and their headlights are super bright?
Yeah.
You wouldn't switch them off. You would dim them.
You would dim them, but they don't have that option. Use both the handbrake and foot brake.
So it must have something to do with not headlights.
To dazzle is to blind someone in this way. A car's high beam lights other drivers. But looking directly at the sun is a way to dazzle yourself. Dazzling puts you in a daze for a second. That's what we thought. We thought it was about the light.
But switching them off makes it sound like you're turning them off completely. And you're at night. Like, dim them is what I would say.
Yeah, we would say dim them. Yeah, we would just, but honestly, it would make sense.
Or low beam.
Yeah, it would make sense you'd have your high beams on at that point anyway, when you're in a traffic jam.
All right,
so,
we're going to say C.
All right, we're going to see.
The answer is A.
What?
That literally makes no sense.
Okay, I literally just looked up what dazzling meant in the UK, and it was talking about the light. It was talking about not blinding someone.
What the heck is dazzling?
What is
other than headlights?
You're waiting in traffic queue at night. To avoid dazzling following drivers, you should
following drivers.
The drivers behind you.
But what does dazzling mean still? Because
they're thinking your lights on your tail lights are so bright. So you put on your handbrake so you don't have your brake lights on, blinding them from behind. Okay.
Handbrake.
That makes sense to me now. I didn't understand. Like, I'm thinking, I guess I'm not paying attention as much as I should to the question, the wording of the questions, because I didn't catch following in there really. I was just thinking about headlights driving up some people and you're behind them, and that's why I was thinking headlights.
But my question is handbrake. Isn't that like an emergency brake?
I mean, well, yeah, but it's also like handbrake would be what you do if you're going parking, and you know, it's just your extra brake.
All right.
Yeah. So
I say so.
All right. Yeah, it makes sense. It does. It makes sense. It's just not reading the question properly.
When you are in a queue of traffic, leaving your foot on your brake pedal will keep your brake lights on constantly, which can dazzle drivers behind you. If you apply your handbrake, the car is secure and you can take your foot off the foot brake. This will deactivate the brake lights and therefore not dazzle drivers behind you.
Okay.
That makes total sense.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess. We just don't do that here.
Yeah.
It's not really a thing here.
You see a pedestrian with a dog. The dog has a yellow or burgundy coat. This especially warns you that the pedestrian is
yellow or burgundy. This especially warns you that the pedestrian is...
Oh, yeah. Okay, is
so
probably blind.
Wait, I guess they could be dog training.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have no clue.
I mean, you could pretty much see if someone's elderly, so that would need to be a warning, really. So I don't think it's
like blind or deaf.
Yeah, that's more likely. I mean, obviously...
C. I'm going to go with C.
I'm fine with that.
The answer is D.
Could have went either way.
Yeah, could have.
Dogs trained to help deaf people have a yellow or burgundy coat.
Oh, no,
if you see one, you should take extra care, as the pedestrian may not be aware of your vehicle approaching.
Wow.
We did. Oh.
That was maybe one of the hardest quizzes I've ever had. Technically, we weren't really taking the test. We were just kind of learning about it and guessing. But
no, but my word, we would fail miserably on the theory test.
One thing I learned from this, if these were actual questions from the theory test, which I think they are, then you have to be very careful to read those questions, just like the brake question. I'm not thinking of the people behind me. I'm thinking of being in a line. And so I'm like, it's got to be the headlights. But I didn't pay attention to the one word following.
Yeah.
And if I had done that, I would have realized, okay, they're talking about something from behind. Yeah. And that would have completely changed my answer there. And there's a few others like that as well that I was like, if I had paid more attention to the actual, a single word in the question.
I wonder if there's a time limit, or if you just...
I think there is a time limit. I don't know that for sure, but I believe there is, and we will definitely find that out, because we are going to take a practice one at some time, hopefully in the near future, to see if we pass. If I was seriously going to be, getting my license, got a theory test coming up, I would definitely be reading those 3 books over and over again, and I would just, know everything to a T, so I could go in there and ace it. But this first time of looking at any questions, I'm pretty shocked at some of the questions that were here. Stuff that I would have never guessed they would ask in a driving test. But a lot of these I thought were, they make sense to ask. They're good. I can agree that a lot of these questions would help if you knew these things going into getting your driver's license would help you be safer. And like simple things like learning a little bit of first aid with your driving test is pretty cool. Like
it makes everybody safer.
This is very interesting, to say the least. I love this topic, and this just makes me want to look into it more. So let us know in the comments, guys. What should we check out next when it comes to driving in general in the UK? I definitely the theory test. I'd love to be able to see if we could somehow take a practice perception test or hazard perception test. I think that would be really interesting to see what that's like as well. And I'm sure there's a number of other things that are unique to driving in the UK that we probably don't have here. such as all the roundabouts that they have that we don't really experience here and things like that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey to discover anything and everything from the UK and Ireland. Until next time, guys, peace.